Lady Fentanyl.
Lady Fentanyl. There it is.
Your name is fentanyl don't mean you got to sell it.
Right.
And the reason why
sugar, baby.
Yeah, the reason why I didn't, really want to touch on this with because it's just so obvious how blatant and how she was getting it through the mail. Getting it delivered to this spot, that spot, or whatever. It's just like so blatant and so like a strong sense of privilege. Like who's going to arrest me?
But yeah, that's because if you paid attention, when they would confiscate the shit, all she would get was a letter.
Yeah.
She had this shit coming from everywhere. She had it going everywhere. She was an international hub for this shit.
And blame the help.
Blame the motherfucking help.
The help. It was she got keys to my house. She was getting stuff delivered to my house. Like, oh my God, to go up under the jail.
Hey, the biggest thing is that she was sending that shit through the police account for FedEx or the UPS or whatever. She was using the fucking police account to send that shit.
I think she got caught because she didn't pay everybody. Because to me, how long has she been doing this?
Years.
Shit.
Yeah, she's been doing this for a minute, so somebody did get greased. That's all. If she's using their account, like somebody didn't get greased.
But this the other thing, though, man. I was thinking when I saw this shit. You gonna tell me she the only motherfucker that was involved in that shit?
She got put on. Good on.
Saying this, huh?
She got put on to it. Go ahead. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Go ahead.
Yeah. They said that the bitch was the international Lady Heron. She wasn't just selling that shit up in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? So telling me that it wasn't 4-5 of these other motherfuckers involved. Somebody, like you said, somebody said, bitch, I want to cut higher.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? For my part of this. Yep. And they got her ass. They threw the bitch to the wolves. But I want to see what's gonna happen. Motherfuckers talking about 20 years. 20 years.
Fuck that. Fuck that. She should get life. She should get life. Because if you turn around and you sell some fentanyl to somebody, or you sell some heroin, or you sell some bad dope to somebody, the police come to you and they charge you with fucking murder.
Yep.
Now this bitch has been running an international fentanyl ring for fucking years. And on top of that, there was an investigation, right?
Yeah.
They let this fentanyl get to a destination. We didn't see anything about, the people on the back end getting picked up. So this fentanyl hit the streets.
Right.
And that the feds will let you do this shit for a long time so they can have a solid case when it's time to go to court. But what happens to, little Joe Ray down the street that's, fucking ODing?
Man, listen,
they just let that shit happen.
It's a motherfucker in prison right now named Ron for some weed that still ain't got out yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like one of the things they kept saying, well, I don't know if it was that article or it was another one, but they was talking about how all this shit right now today, most of this shit is cut with fentanyl.
Yeah.
Most of this shit. Yeah, it's all stepped on with fentanyl.
That's what's knocking out all our celebs.
Right. So she's got some culpability in that shit. All of these people dying and shit because of what's being put in there. Like, and they talking, and see, that's why I brought up what I said about the young brother. Because in the article, what did they describe her as? A grandmother. A grandma in law enforcement, and they showing the pictures of her with the grandkids and shit to already gain sympathy. But this bitch is the biggest dope boy. She like the white lady from motherfucking Top Boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all she is.
Yeah.
So,
but Tank brought up a good point about her, she need to be charged with murder.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Charged with murder. And I know the feds know, that dope, some of that dope didn't kill somebody.
Hell yeah, they did.
Case to build because what's the conviction rate for the feds? What, 90-something, 95, 98% conviction rate?
They say the motherfuckers only come after somebody
when they got you.
When they got you. As the Cuddy just said.
Yeah, how do you want this to play out? Because you're gonna sit down. Now the thing is like are you gonna help yourself? But you're gonna You're gonna do some time.
I don't know if the bitch gonna tell. You know what I'm saying? I want to know if she gonna go against the street code and start telling on niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because she's not built for that. She's
Oh,
not
shit. You start opening up them lips, and that's when you have a heart attack out of nowhere.
You end up dead. You end up dead on your own dope.
Yeah. Somebody gonna send her a pic. Well, I ain't gonna say that because then people gonna say I'm putting shit out there. But I think y'all know what I'm talking about, man.
Yep. Yeah.
It might be they might tell her to get inside of a nacho bin. You know what I'm saying? And it's not your bin, bitch.
Get your ass in there.
Get in there, bitch. Shit. Strip.
Stop wiggling. Stop wiggling.
Right. Stop motherfucking wiggling. You know what I mean? But you know what, man? Let me tell you something. And I would like to think, man, that I'm pro cop. I'm not pro bad cop, fucked up cop. But at the end of the day, man, I don't give a fuck who you is. You gotta acknowledge, like it. I heard somebody recently say that it's one half 1% that of police that's actually fucked up. And then you got down here, you got a whole police force of motherfuckers. I forget who it is. The public defender's office is asking for all of these cases by these like 10 these officers to be overturned. They said that 40% of these guys were on the text messages, saying racially insensitive shit down in Antioch. And I could just keep going around police department after police department. But goddamn, the bitch in the union, the international hub for years, and every time they confiscated some shit, which was 3 times, all they did was send her a notice. We got your shit. Come pick it up if you want it. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. That seems like it's standard procedure for the postal service to confiscate something and just send out a letter and see if you dumb enough to show the fuck up.
Yeah.
You
know how many times that happened, so
yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, this goes to show like how dope comes in the country.
Yeah.
What you thought it was just off of boats and just getting smuggled in? No, it comes through the system. Why do you think they got the dogs? They got those machines now.
Come on, man. Come on.
All that, man. They're like, hold on, man. First off, you got way too many packages coming from China, all over the place, at a specific time, constantly, whatever. They pick up on patterns, not just what's in they pick up on patterns, not just what's in the package.
Right.
It's like dates, time, and from destination.
Yep.
All that shit is logged.
The killer thing is when you deal with these companies overseas, like companies from China and things that are used to sending things through customs and them not reaching their destination, they usually give you a guarantee that if your shit disappears, they'll resend it.
Right.
Like you can't get cartels to do that shit.
My shit is ain't no red flag. No motherfucking red flags went up on the police UPS shit or UPS. For all these orders of fentanyl coming out the goddamn.
Again,
like why these officers ordering all this fentanyl?
Everybody in the chain was getting paid. Somebody got bumped or somebody got slighted.
But listen,
a couple nickels.
Is this shit? Listen, man. Have you brothers seen the 5-7?
That precinct
document?
Yeah, on the precinct. Yeah.
Oh, you talking about from New York? Where they were doing they were picking motherfuckers up from the airport and dropping them off where they needed to be, like a protection service.
Yes.
Yeah. Giving motherfuckers they drugs back if it got confiscated.
This is that in 2023. That is exactly the same shit that's going on. This isn't a new hustle. It's just got repackaged.
Right. It's just repackaged.
It ain't nothing like you think all that dope that was coming in or whatever, they didn't want a piece. Like, remember what you said about the 5-7? Dude said, all I wanted was a steak and lobster dinner or lunch or some shit. And that's what sparked. He was like, I could do this every day.
Yeah.
Why shouldn't I do this every day?
Yeah.
I'm making what 40,000, 30, protecting
Come
and
on.
serving. Why the fuck would I do that when I could go pat his pockets? And that's half my year's salary right there.
Right. Motherfucker said, man, he said the richest motherfuckers was in the ghetto.
That's it.
but he said before I knew it, I wasn't even a fucking cop no more. I was a criminal.
Yeah.
That money, that life, it was just coming too fast and too easy.
Yeah. And see, let me tell you something. It makes sense to why the union take care. Well, I ain't even go put that on all of them. Let me retract that statement. I'm just gonna say that motherfucker ain't the only one.
She just got caught. She just got caught.
No. And nobody's talking about RICO charges. So
Just
here we have,
you're right.
yeah, I mean, but here we have a woman that's importing large amounts of illegal narcotics, distributing them across the country under the police banner.
Yeah.
And while police officers are incentivized to charge people with taking drugs. I mean, just imagine being a police officer and getting overtime every time you arrest somebody. You know, here you are patting your pockets every time you throw the cuffs on somebody, you know, that gets way better if you can collect all the people at the bottom and not the one person at the top.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a criminal organization.
And it's still going on. It's just, she got hit. It's that whack-a-mole.
And you're creating a problem and being the solution. That is RICO.
That's it.
Brother, listen. This bitch don't got a platinum album. That's why they didn't get her ass on RICO. You know what I'm saying? She ain't signed Cash Money, Young Money.
Or YSL.
YSL. Because them rappers, they hitting them motherfuckers with the RICO left and right. You understand what I'm saying? But for grandma, it's just like, she was the lone wolf.
Well, we'll send her, and get her some help. We'll put her in in a camp. We'll put her over there with Todd Chrisley and them, But I digress. I mean, we didn't play this issue out for grandma. Get her out of here. We know what the play is. It's some movies about this bullshit.
That'll be 20 for 5, babies. Got that shit. Bitch got fentanyl in the bra. You want?
Don't worry about my health. I lost years ago to cancer.
Oh
man, if you don't change